Does fear impact your dating? Do you find that your fear of failure, fear of it not working, stop you more than the feeling of success? I'm super, super curious about this. I am Jacqueline, founder and creator of Discover Love Matches, and I have been working with singles for a very, very long time. And lately, I've noticed when I chat with somebody on the phone who is thinking about getting involved with my agency, they first have to kind of dump all of their disappointments, all of their letdowns about dating. And then they describe the opposite sex in such a way that they've made it kind of unattractive to want to date the opposite sex, to be honest, even though they want to date that type of person. So I've been really curious about this, if how much people are becoming aware that they've actually given power to fear. Fear means false evidence appearing real because they're putting the fear of what happened in another dating situation in place of what could happen in a new dating situation. And this is something I talk to people a lot and have for many years about not making your new date pay for the crimes of your past date situation. So if you dated somebody and they weren't as communicative or open, don't go into the new relationship prepared to be with somebody who isn't as communicative and open. You have to look at each one as a fresh opportunity, a fresh experience. You both have your own history, you both have your own experiences, but my success rate is really reflective on my clients. It's not actually how many people I have, what age range, what kind of qualities my clients offer. In truth, it really isn't. It's actually about where my clients coming from. The people that come in with a open mind, a non attitude, non-judgmental, non-frustration, but genuinely have kind of that fresh spirit, childlike innocence of like, I'm just open, what's possible? And they're not immediately going into, well, I went out with this person and they were a narcissist, and I went out with this person and it wasn't good. There was no intimacy, or he was a bad kisser, or she just kept blowing me off. I mean, all the la 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 rambling that people end up doing, the people that don't focus on that actually find their next relationship even better. We think dwelling on that and going over it could be healing. And there's a point, yes, where we can kind of be like, that person hurt me and this is how I feel and I'm frustrated. But you also put up with it. You also allowed it. You also accepted it. Yes, you might be frustrated now that all that energy you gave to that person didn't continue, but the more you keep holding on to that annoyance, that grudge, that disappointment, it will bleed into your new dating opportunities. So, no matter how many great people you have a chance to meet, you're not going to notice it. You're going to pick out the little teeny things that genuinely wouldn't matter if you hadn't had that history. So, I want to encourage and even kind of challenge you to stop and catch yourself. Is there a fear of dating that is stopping you? Sometimes it's the broken heart you've had last year, 5 years, or 20 years ago that is still haunting you. And the fear of having another broken heart stops you from giving people a chance. So I know that that's real. I know and I feel it with you. I know all of us have been through those times when it's hard to put yourself back out there, but it's actually not helping you to continue to hold the fear, because all it's doing is giving power to an energy that is no longer vibrant and isn't there. The truth of the matter is, the other person probably isn't thinking, oh, I hurt them so much, I shouldn't date. I really shouldn't move on because I did this to another person. They're already moving on. They're already dating. They're already doing their thing. And they haven't really given it a whole lot of thought for the most part, I'm expecting. So I want you to really think about this. How is fear holding you back from dating? And when I ask you what brought you to this place of moving forward on your dating journey, catch the words that you're sharing. If all you're focused on is all the negativity and the disappointment and the letdowns and this unrealistic level of expectation you have, then you're probably going to be a harder person to match. It's just a reality. It has nothing to do with what you're actually looking for. It's your protection. It's how do I put up all these walls so that nobody can get close to me, but I want to act like I'm trying. I want to make it where if I meet somebody, it'll be worth it. When really that's not the thing. Nobody wants to work so hard to get to you. There's so many other people out there. We live in a world of incredible eligible singles, incredible people, but we can't seem to get people together because everyone has these barricades up. So I want you to comment, like, subscribe, because I want to keep this conversation going. I want to know, where are you at on this journey? Where are you on the fear of dating? Do you actually maybe fear that you might be successful at dating? Do you have a fear that something might happen and you might no longer be able to hold those sad, negative, frustrated stories because they've become a part of you? They're part of who you are and how you talk about your dating journey. But what if you actually just threw it all away, let all of those negative situations go, and you made room for somebody who actually wants you and is ready and available now and gets to know the you who you are today, not who you were back in the day when you were in different relationships, who you are now and at this chapter of your life. But that's the shift you have to make. As a matchmaker and dating coach, I will tell you there's a huge difference. The people that let go of the past, the people that have healed, who have done the personal work, who are willing to be vulnerable and aren't looking for perfect. They aren't looking for their match to have everything on their list. Those are the people that I have higher success matching. The people that are so rigid with their list, they're so like, this person has to fit this certain expectation, are genuinely not actually wanting a relationship. Even though they say they want one, they really don't, because they're doing nothing to make room. They've made it very clear that you have to fit this whole recipe, and that's not a human. That's not a real relationship. That is just a controlled environment. So please tell me where you are at. Let me know your journey, and I am very excited to hear what you have to share. Like, comment, and subscribe.